You are listening to Fandoms. Join our host Brody Otway as he interviews guests about anything from boxer briefs to Master Chief.
Fandoms Halo, share the love. Every topic you're dreaming of. Join the chat, let's fan away. This is Fandoms, come and stay.
So, today on the show, we're going to be talking to Sam about Halo. Welcome to the show, Sam.
Thank you for having me.
So, how did you first get into Halo?
How I first got into Halo, this would be early 2008. My uncle moved into my basement at the time. This was when I was 8, 9 years old. He had an Xbox 360 and he would play Halo 3 downstairs in the basement. That's when I was first introduced to Halo, and I've just been a big fan of it ever since.
So, Halo 3 was your first game?
It wasn't necessarily my first game, but it was my first Halo game.
Yeah, that's what I meant, sorry. Did you go back and play the others after that?
Yes, I did. After my uncle moved out of the basement about early fall that year, which is around my birthday, my stepfather got me an original Xbox with a copy of Halo Combat Evolved and Halo 2.
That is awesome. Yeah, I don't remember where our Xbox came from now that I think about it, but we had the first Halo on it, and it had a scratch on the disc, and so anytime we try and beat the very last level, all the textures and stuff would get all wonky, and you could not finish the game. It sucked.
Oh, that super sucks, because the final level is my favorite.
Yeah, so I've never ever played the final level of Halo 1. I don't think I've played any of Halo 2 now that I think about it, but I played through Halo 3 and Reach. So, who exactly is Master Chief and what is a Spartan?
Before I get into the Master Chief, I'm going to answer the second part. A Spartan is a genetically modified human, essentially to be a super soldier.
It's like a Captain America, basically.
Yes, but unlike Captain America, who was taken from the army as the candidate, they were kidnapped as children and replaced with clones that would die soon after, and was experimented on around the age of 5.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
And ever since then, these would be the successful Spartan 2s, which includes the Master Chief.
What happened to the Spartan 1s?
Majority of them were failures. Actually, in the first game, Sergeant Johnson, he is a Spartan 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I don't remember the games enough.
Most of that you learn in the books anyways.
Okay, there's books.
Books, comics, there is a small, I guess you could call it a documentary series, where it follows a guy named Giro as a journalist, and he essentially tries and figures out everything about the Master Chief. About his past and everything.
That is super cool. Oh, I'm gonna have to see if the audiobook versions are on Audible or something, because I love audiobooks when I'm working out and shit.
They are.
Oh, excellent. So, what's your favorite game in the series?
My favorite would have to be Halo 2.
Oh, and why do you like that one the best?
2 main reasons. I absolutely love the story, and I absolutely love how it essentially launched online gaming for Xbox at the time.
Do you think the games have started to kind of fall off after 3, or do you think they're still as good as they ever were?
That's kind of a hard question. In one way, they got better. In my opinion, they got better gameplay-wise, except for Halo 4. They fell off story-wise after Halo 4.
Yeah, I remember picking up Halo 4, and I think I stopped playing it, after, a couple levels. I just didn't feel good to me.
I personally liked the story of Halo 4 because it goes more into the relationship of Cortana, his AI companion, which just sits in his helmet.
Mm-hmm.
end him as Cortana is essentially reaching the end of her lifespan.
Went down quite the rabbit hole on Halo lore and stuff in preparation for this. I watched some videos and kind of went down the rabbit hole and was like, oh, I kind of wished I stuck through it now, because it does sound like an interesting story.
Gameplay-wise for Halo 4, it tried to be too much like Call of Duty.
I agree.
And that's where my complaints are with Halo 4. Story's good, gameplay not so much. They tried to make it too much like Call of Duty, but keep some of the things that Bungie did in Halo Reach, such as the armor abilities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the weapons just didn't feel right anymore to me. They felt samey, kinda. Like, they didn't have, like, there was definite better ones I found, and like the other games where like depended on your play style and stuff.
And then when it comes to Halo 5, they really improved the gameplay. I liked the thruster pack mechanic that they got in the game, but the story was absolutely horrible. There was a ton of misleading advertisement. Being when they were advertising for the game, they would show two different types of commercials. One of the Master Chief getting shot by a Spartan called Locke.
Okay.
Or vice versa. That doesn't happen in the game at all.
What the hell?
And then there's the commercial where Master Chief is just in a desert with a broken like data chip, which Cortana used to be on. It doesn't show that either.
So what? Did they just make like trailers based off cut plot points?
I guess they did.
That is ridiculous. Sounds like there was no communication in like between advertising and the actual like developers.
No, not at all. And that little documentary series where the journalist goes into the backstory of Master Chief and other Spartans and such, it's called Hunt the Truth. It doesn't really do much for the advertisement of the game either, which is pretty dumb. As well as when Halo 5 launched, it was missing a bunch of features that all the other games came with, such as split screen co-op.
Yup. Oh,
so like you
many
couldn't
games move away
sit
from
on
that.
you couldn't sit on the couch and play with your friends.
That sucks. That's like one of the Halo staples.
It is. It really is. And then Halo Infinite, kind of the same thing. There was a slight bit of false advertisement, especially during the gameplay preview, graphics-wise and such. They also promised there would be split-screen co-op at launch. Didn't happen. It actually happened, I think the beta version of it happened not too long ago. So they kind of fulfilled on it, but also at the same time, they promised it was going to be at launch. It didn't happen.
That sucks. Like, it feels like video game developers nowadays, like, they just don't care about... Nobody except Nintendo cares about the split-screen multiplayer anymore. And absolutely nobody cares about giving out full games. Like, everything's DLC or unfinished at launch and needs to be patched, and it sucks. Or they're just like straight up not what you advertise. Like, I remember the Marvel Avengers game there. I didn't buy a new video game for maybe a year after that because I was so burned from it.
I totally understand what you mean. But I do think that the company that is currently making Halo, 343 Industries, they are trying to please the group that they made in Halo 4.
Okay.
As well as the older fans of the Bungie Halo games, which is all the way up until Halo Reach.
Yeah, Reach was my favorite one that I played.
They're trying to please two different groups at the same time.
Yeah, and you can't really do that.
That's what I contribute to a good portion of miscommunication, some of the problems that have launched, but also at the same time, they just promised a bunch of things that just never really ended up happening.
So which one of the games is your least favorite overall?
My least favorite, it would have to be Halo Infinite, which is the newest Halo game.
Okay,
unfortunately.
Why is Infinite your least favorite?
So when it launched its multiplayer for free a month early, which was great, but now they are doing the battle pass system, the horrible monetization for cosmetics of all things. And then the campaign, when it was released a month later, it was extremely buggy. The computer I play on, it has a 4090 in it. Or sorry, not a 4090, a 4070. And the graphics just were just pretty horrible, even with my very expensive computer. And when it came to the story, it didn't feel like it was, how do I put it? So, in the end of Halo 4, Cortana dies.
Mm-hmm.
In Halo 5, they brought back Cortana as the main antagonist. And then Halo Infinite, they just dropped all of that. They don't continue off of where Halo 5 left off. And it left off on a cliffhanger. And then it introduces a new enemy, which you don't know about unless if you played Halo Wars 2, being a real-time strategy game.
Okay, so wait. That sounds so convoluted.
It is. And that's why it's got to be my least favorite.
Huh. Interesting. So, how do you think Halo has changed first-person shooters in general?
That would have had to start with Halo Combat Evolved, the very first Halo game.
Okay.
During that time, most of first-person shooter games at the time were kind of like Doom, where you can cycle through all the weapons in the game, as in you're carrying all of them.
Mm-hmm.
When it came to Halo releasing, because it had to release on the limited hardware of the Xbox, they were only able to code in so that you can have two weapons that you can switch between. And ever since then, majority of first-person shooter games stuck with that.
Huh, yeah.
Call of Duty, Battlefield.
I never really
Valve.
noticed that. Interesting. Very cool. Have you seen the Halo TV series?
I watched one episode.
Ha! Guessing you weren't a fan then.
No, I was not.
What was it that turned you off from that first episode?
The fact that they show Master Chief's face at the end of the very first episode.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas we don't see it throughout any of the games.
Yeah, I think that's some of that Hollywood vanity where it's so hard to find an actor who's gonna sign that contract with. They never see their face.
But also, look at the Star Wars show, The Mandalorian.
Yeah, I mean, they went longer without doing it, but now, like, look at him. He doesn't want to do the role anymore because now that after people got to look at his face and he got some other roles, he doesn't want to do it now. Nobody wants to be, like, unless you hire a voice actor and then just a stunt person to be in the suit, and they can't. I don't know how else you get away with that, right?
Yes, but the thing is, when they revealed Mando's face at the end of the first season, right, it was very impactful.
Yes.
Because everyone was curious on what he looked like.
Very true. Very true.
That's where the first episode in the Halo TV series screws up, because it wasn't very impactful for him to reveal his face.
That's very true. If you had to date one of the Covenant races, which one are you going on a date with?
Oh boy.
Plasma rifle to the back of your head, or plasma pistol to the back of your head, man. You gotta go.
Oh no. I would probably say the Elite, or Sangheili, as some people like to call them. In Halo Reach, people would call them split lips.
Oh, are they doing something freaky with them split lips?
No, that's just the most humanoid one, I guess.
Makes sense, yeah. I'd probably...
The grunts are like super short and super stocky. Like, they basically have no torso, and all you would be able to smell is methane, because that's what they breathe.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so, yeah, making out's gonna be lightheaded.
That's why they have those masks on.
Okay.
And then there's the jackals, or Kigyar. They're birds.
Oh, well, I mean, at least...
They're just scaly birds.
Can they pick you up?
No, they're weak and cowardly.
Oh, never
That's
mind
why
that.
they hide behind shields majority of the time.
Okay, though, yes. What obstacles might exist for somebody trying to get into the franchise now?
If it's just the video game, maybe it's just the pricing of all the other previous video games. As 343 came out with the Master Chief Collection, which has Halos 1 through 4, so you can pay for that, and you get the 4 games to play.
Okay.
And then Halo 5 you can play, but I don't suggest doing that for the campaign. And then Halo Infinite, the multiplayer's free, but paying for the campaign alone is not ideal for $80.
Whoa, yeah, I can imagine. Especially if the story isn't all there, like, then what's the point?
And then there's 2 real-time strategy games, Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2. I found those fun.
I enjoyed the first one.
They're still like RTS games. They're probably not someone else's cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also a couple top-down shooter games. I played once. Those weren't really my cup of tea either. But if it's your cup of tea, feel free. They are fun. I myself don't like top-down shooters, so I haven't played them again.
So we're going to get into a bit of more spoilery section here. We haven't been too careful with spoilers. I mean, Halo's a pretty old franchise anyways. But what's been your favorite story moment in the entire series?
My favorite story moment. For me, that would have to be in Halo 2, where essentially a hive mind called the Grave Mind of Blood, which is essentially space zombies, essentially forces the Master Chief and the second protagonist of Halo 2, the Arbiter, to team up to stop the Covenant from firing off the Halo rings.
Okay.
Essentially starting off the friendship and companionship between the Arbiter and the Master Chief.
Okay, yeah. The Arbiter's the elite who from Halo 3, right?
From Halo, actually he's in all 3 of them.
Yeah,
but you play
as
him in.
Yes,
you can play him in Halo 2 and Halo 3.
Oh yeah, I am. Sorry, I didn't know Halo 2 because I haven't played that one. But yeah, okay. As we talk, things just keep coming back to me about the series.
In Halo 2, you actually, if you're playing alone, you throughout the story of Halo 2, you switch between the Master Chief and the Arbiter. There are some Arbiter-specific missions, some Master Chief-specific missions.
Okay, maybe I did play number 2 then, because that's what I was thinking of. Maybe I did play number 2 and I just maybe they're just like melding together in my head. So, which level gave you the most difficulty in the series?
Which level gave me the most difficulty in the series? Oh, that would have to be, I believe, the second or third level of Halo 2 when I first was trying to play Halo 2 on Legendary.
What was giving you difficulty with it?
The snipers. Ooh. The sniper jackals. In Halo 2 on Legendary, the sniper jackals are essentially the thing that prevents you from moving forward a good portion of the time.
Oh, I couldn't play Legendary on Halo to save my life. I felt like I was just getting I'm sitting there and my friend's doing all the work and I'm just like down, dead. Like, that shield beeping constantly in my ear.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
Finally here, why do you think Halo means so much to so many different people?
For me personally, it was playing with my uncle when he first introduced me to the game. So I believe it's the memories that people have made along the way. Constantly making new friends as soon as Xbox Live launched with Halo 2, being able to play with people outside of their home.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And then with Halo 3, they introduced Forge, which introduced custom games and custom game modes and custom maps. Like you can play Jenga, where someone is going around in a Banshee trying to knock you off a big stack of movable blocks, and you have to try and survive as long as you can. There is Batman, where a guy is super slow and you have to try and make it straight to the end of an obstacle course before you get killed by them. There is Jump Rope, where you're stuck on a small little platform and you have to jump over a bunch of obstacles or vehicles that people are driving at you with.
Oh, that's great. Like, yeah, there's not a lot of games with that much variety and things to do.
I'm not sure if you've heard of the Machinima series, Red versus Blue.
Yes.
That gave lots of memories to people as well because of the story and how funny it was.
Yeah, they definitely...
And all of that was made in Halo.
Yeah, they definitely hit the nail on the head looking for a mascot for the Xbox there. All right, man. So thanks for a lot for coming on. It's been a blast talking Halo with you.
Oh, no. Thank you for letting me rant about Halo.
Oh, anytime.